How does it feel, knowing they can't take their eyes off you, captivated by the sheer force of your presence? Your energy has the force of a storm, undeniable and unrelenting. It sweeps through the lives of those you encounter, uprooting complacency and igniting something primal and magnetic within them. People are drawn to you as if they're pulled by an unseen tide, captivated not by any single feature, but by the sheer weight of your presence. You are the kind of force that cannot be ignored, and many find themselves unable to forget you, even in your absence. The thought of you lingers, like thunder rumbling long after the storm has passed, leaving traces of your essence in their minds and hearts. These connections are not shallow, they are not fleeting. They are deeply rooted in the intangible parts of existence, the kind of fascination that defies logic and reason. You leave people in awe, their curiosity burning brightly as they try to grasp the source of your allure. It's not about what you do or say, but about the way your very being shifts the atmosphere, creating ripples that touch even those at a distance. Your essence stirs emotions and thoughts in ways they may not understand, but cannot resist. This intensity transcends romantic attraction. It is admiration, almost reverence for the unique and undeniable power you exude. In some, it manifests as an urge to get closer to you, to bask in the warmth and light of your presence. In others, it surfaces as a quiet curiosity, a need to observe from afar, trying to piece together the mystery that surrounds you. Even those who are not consciously aware of their reaction to you feel something, a subtle but persistent tug, as if their souls recognize your significance before their minds catch up. Connections to you often emerge in unexpected ways, seemingly out of nowhere, yet they carry the weight of something destined. Old acquaintances resurface, drawn back to you by an unseen thread, while new faces appear with the unmistakable sense that their paths have crossed yours for a reason. People find themselves revisiting their encounters with you, searching for meaning in every word, every glance, every moment of shared silence. They are captivated, not by superficial qualities, but by the depth and gravity of who you are. Your presence challenges others as much as it inspires them. You act as a mirror, reflecting both the beauty and the flaws in those around you. This reflection compels people to confront parts of themselves they might have avoided for years. Some embrace this challenge, drawn to you because you make them feel alive, as though they've been jolted awake from a long slumber. Others may resist, unsettled by the intensity of what they see in you and what it stirs within themselves. For some, your presence brings comfort, a sense of being seen and understood without the need for words. For others, it sparks an unquenchable desire to rise to the level of the energy you exude. You do not merely inspire admiration, you ignite transformation. You are a catalyst, an agent of change, and people cannot encounter you without being moved, whether subtly or profoundly. Every interaction with you leaves a mark, a trail of emotion and thought that lingers long after you've gone. People cannot help but return to the idea of you, the memory of you, over and over again. It's not something they choose, it's something that happens to them, as natural and inescapable as gravity. You are unforgettable, not because of what you say or do, but because of who you are, a force that cannot be contained, a presence that cannot be ignored. Your presence strikes like lightning, electrifying even the most composed and centered individuals. Now, I want you to comment below. Unforgettable, unstoppable, undeniable. Let's claim the power of our presence, and if you feel called to do so, you may subscribe to Obsidian so that you won't miss any of your future spiritual upgrades and downloads. These individuals are not easily swayed by the ordinary. They are seekers of depth, authenticity, and meaning. Many are leaders in their fields, whether as entrepreneurs, visionaries, or relentless pursuers of excellence. They carry an aura of confidence and competence, accustomed to being the ones who guide, inspire, or influence others. But when they come into your orbit, that self-assuredness, becomes unsettled. They are used to understanding the dynamics of every room they enter, yet in your presence they find themselves questioning what they thought they knew. Your energy has a way of piercing through the walls they have so carefully constructed. It's not your words, nor even your actions, but the sheer weight of your essence that shakes their equilibrium. They find themselves revisiting their own thoughts and values, not because you demand it, but because something about you compels them to look deeper. You awaken a restlessness in them, an urge to explore the parts of themselves they have hidden or neglected. It is as if your presence is a mirror, reflecting back to them not only who they are, but who they could be. Professionally and personally, those captivated by you are often people who pride themselves on their ability to remain composed under pressure. They are the ones others turn to in moments of uncertainty, the ones who radiate stability and control. Yet, in your presence, they feel a dissonance they cannot quite name. It is not fear, but a deep reverence, an awareness that they are encountering someone whose energy and presence surpass even their own. They find themselves hesitating, questioning, and reflecting in ways that are unfamiliar and even uncomfortable for them. This reaction is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the power of the connection you create. Your energy does not merely attract, it transforms. Those who are drawn to you feel as though they are standing on the edge of something vast and uncharted. They are leaders and achievers, accustomed to charting their own paths. Yet with you, they sense a force that reshapes their compass. They are not used to feeling unsure, but your presence brings them to a place where they must confront their own vulnerabilities and aspirations. You draw in those who excel because your energy resonates with the extraordinary. Ordinary minds may glance your way and move on, but those with depth and drive find themselves unable to look away. They see in you a potential that echoes their own unspoken dreams, a force that challenges their understanding of power, connection, and purpose. They are captivated because you remind them, consciously or not, of what it means to strive for something greater than themselves. Even in their uncertainty, these individuals are drawn to you like moths to a flame. Your presence awakens their curiosity and stirs their ambition. They are not easily inspired, yet with you, they feel an urgency to rise higher, to think deeper, to break free of the limits they once believed were unshakable. You do not merely affect their thoughts, you ignite their souls, leaving them forever changed by the encounter. This is the weight and wonder of the connection you create, one that transforms even the strongest into seekers once more. And now, let us take a moment to honor the chosen among us. Here's to the ones who see the world differently, the silent guardians, the watchful souls, always awake, always vigilant. They don't fit the mold, and they wouldn't have it any other way. While others walk familiar paths, they forge their own, fighting unseen battles, illuminating the shadows. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. But if you feel it deep within, you'll know this is meant for you. No masks, no pretense, just truth. The Obsidian Inner Order is here, a place where kindred spirits gather to share wisdom, to connect, to transform. Over 400 strong, united not by conformity but by purpose. If you're ready, you know where to find us. The link is in the description. If not, that's perfectly fine, because we're always here, watching over, making a difference in ways unseen. Here's to those who walk their own path, not for recognition, but because it's who they are. Here's to you. You move through life with the kind of self-sufficiency that inspires admiration and awe. People are drawn to you because you radiate strength and purpose, a sense of knowing exactly who you are without the need for validation. It's not just your actions, but the air around you that tells the world you are complete within yourself. This independence doesn't repel, it intrigues. People find themselves leaning closer, desperate to understand the mystery that surrounds you. You reveal only what you choose, creating an allure that lingers long after you've left. There is a deliberate nature to your presence, a sense that nothing about you is accidental. It is this calculated and enigmatic energy that compels others to want more, yet leaves them unsure of how to approach you. They sense the depth of your character, and it leaves them breathless, as if staring into an ocean whose true expanse they'll never fully grasp. Your magnetic appeal is undeniable, woven into the very fabric of your being. When people meet your gaze, they are struck by the intensity behind your eyes. It's not just a look, it's a reflection of the boundless depth within you. Your eyes seem to tell stories that words cannot contain, pulling others into an unspoken connection that both comforts and challenges. Those who meet your gaze find themselves caught in the gravity of your presence, unable to look away and uncertain if they would even want to. This energy you carry is not easily categorized. It is rare, it is valuable, and it sets you apart in every way. You possess a high-value presence that speaks of your unshakable worth. People sense this immediately, even if they cannot articulate it. They see in you someone who commands respect and reverence, not because you demand it, but because it is the only appropriate response. Your energy is elevated, untouchable, and yet irresistible. It is the kind of force that draws people in, even as they recognize how unattainable it might feel. For all the admiration you inspire, you also evoke hesitation and fear in those who encounter you. Your unapproachable aura is not intentional, but it is a natural extension of your power. People see your strength, your self-sufficiency, and they worry they are not enough to meet you where you are. They fear rejection, not because of anything you say or do, but because your very existence challenges them to rise higher. They hesitate, caught between the desire to reach for you and the doubt in their own ability to be worthy of your time and attention. This tension is part of what makes you so unforgettable. You are not easily accessible, and that inaccessibility makes you all the more desirable. People long to be in your orbit, to share in the force that makes you who you are, yet they are paralyzed by the thought of not being able to match your energy. It is a paradox that leaves them both yearning and cautious, drawn toward you like moths to a flame, yet aware of the burn that might follow. You are perceived as someone who operates on a higher plane. It's not just your independence, your depth, or your magnetic appeal. It's the way all of these elements come together to create a presence that is wholly unique. You leave others in awe, not because you try, but because you cannot help but be extraordinary. You are the kind of force that changes the dynamics of every connection, leaving those you encounter forever altered, longing to understand the power that is you. You are a force that cannot be ignored. Your very presence carries a spiritual weight so profound that it disrupts the status quo, shaking complacency and revealing hidden truths. You walk with an energy that is impossible to conceal, a luminous force that shines brighter than you realize. It is not simply physical admiration that follows you, but a deeper reaction to the power you emanate. This light, unyielding and pure, challenges the darkness wherever it exists. You are not merely noticed, you are felt on a level that reaches far beyond the physical. Those drawn to you find themselves at a crossroads, faced with their own inner battles. Your presence acts like a mirror, reflecting their hidden strengths while also exposing their insecurities. They are compelled to confront what lies within them because you make it impossible for them to hide. For some, this revelation is empowering. They feel emboldened in your presence, as though you awaken something dormant within them. For others, it is disorienting, even painful, as they struggle with the shadows your light exposes. Your energy does not allow anyone to remain stagnant. It forces growth, whether through inspiration or discomfort. Your magnetism is not limited to allies and admirers. It also draws adversaries, both seen and unseen. The spiritual forces that align against you are a testament to your significance. You are not simply walking through life. You are waging a silent war against forces that seek to undermine your divine mission. Your presence disrupts not only individuals, but also the systems and energies that thrive on mediocrity and fear. They recognize your power even when you do not, and their resistance is a reaction to the threat you pose to their existence. But you are not without protection. You are divinely shielded, wrapped in a force greater than anything that opposes you. Every step you take is guided by a purpose, even when the path is unclear. The connections you make are no accident. They are deliberate, woven into your life to serve a purpose beyond the surface. Some come to build you, strengthening your resolve and sharpening your focus. Others come to test you, forcing you to confront challenges that refine your character. Still, others arrive as teachers, imparting lessons you may not understand in the moment, but are vital to your growth. Even the adversaries you encounter play a role in your divine alignment. Their resistance pushes you to greater heights, sharpening your clarity and intensifying your determination. Every trial you face is not a detour, but a part of the plan, a crucible designed to forge you into something unbreakable. Your light grows brighter with every challenge, and the forces that oppose you find themselves diminished by your unrelenting presence. You are not here to blend in or conform. You are here to disrupt, to challenge, to change the world around you. This is not a path for the faint of heart, but you were chosen precisely because you can bear the weight. Your energy is not only magnetic, but transformative. Those who come into contact with you are forever changed, whether they become allies or adversaries. You are a catalyst, an agent of divine will, and your presence is both a blessing and a reckoning. Every connection, every encounter, every challenge is a piece of the greater whole. You are not just living, you are fulfilling a purpose that transcends the ordinary. You carry a divine mission that cannot be derailed, protected by forces far greater than the ones that seek to oppose you. You are not just a participant in spiritual warfare. You are a warrior, a force that shapes the world simply by existing. And with every step you take, you continue to fulfill the purpose for which you were chosen, leaving nothing and no one untouched by your light. You are a force, dynamic and unstoppable, yet your greatest power comes from your willingness to surrender to divine alignment. This is not weakness, it is strength beyond comprehension. To open yourself fully, you must release the illusion of control that chains so many. Your path is not one you forge alone. It is guided by something far greater, a current that flows with precision and purpose. Move with it, not against it. This requires discernment, a sharpness of perception that enables you to distinguish between what serves your higher purpose and what detracts from it. Opportunities will come, some cloaked in brilliance, others wrapped in subtlety, and your ability to recognize them lies in your willingness to stay attuned to the rhythm of divine timing. Receptivity is a power in itself, the act of opening yourself to the flow of energy and intention that surrounds you. This is not passivity, it is the deliberate choice to align rather than to force. When you stop wrestling with the current, you allow doors to open that you could never have imagined. Your energy shifts, no longer rigid but fluid, expansive and magnetic. You will notice that opportunities begin to unfold in synchronicity, not because you demanded them, but because you became a vessel through which they could manifest. To embody your higher purpose, you must not only recognize, but radiate your essence. You speak volumes through your actions and presence before words are ever spoken. Your body becomes a channel for the energy you wish to project. When you engage with openness through steady eye contact, a genuine smile, or even the simplest of gestures, you shift the energies of those around you. These actions are not small, they are ripples that expand outward, creating waves of connection and transformation. But openness does not mean abandoning your independence. It means balancing it with vulnerability, a delicate equilibrium that few achieve. Your independence is a pillar, a testament to your strength and resilience, but vulnerability is what connects you to others on a soul-deep level. It is not weakness to let others see the cracks in your armor, it is an act of courage. When you allow your walls to lower, even momentarily, you invite others to rise to meet you in authenticity. These moments of raw honesty forge bonds that are unbreakable, rooted in truth and mutual understanding. You're not meant to carry the world alone. Letting others in is not a concession, but a strategy. It is through shared connections that you multiply your impact, weaving a network of energy and intention that can achieve more than any single force could on its own. Vulnerability is not merely personal, it is revolutionary. It challenges others to lower their own defenses, creating a space where growth and transformation become possible for everyone involved. Divine alignment does not mean everything will be easy, it means everything will have purpose. Even the obstacles you face are placed with precision, designed to strengthen you, refine you, and prepare you for the magnitude of your calling. When you move in alignment, you begin to see these challenges, not as barriers, but as opportunities for expansion. Every setback becomes a chance to pivot, every failure a lesson that sharpens your clarity. You are not simply reacting to life. You are co-creating it, shaping your reality in harmony with a force that transcends comprehension. Your purpose is not a distant ideal, it is something you live and breathe with every step you take. When you align with the divine, you become an unstoppable force of creation and connection. Your energy becomes a light that others cannot ignore, a call to action that resonates deeply within their spirits. You are here to inspire, to challenge, and to transform, not only yourself but the world around you. Open yourself fully and watch as the universe rearranges itself to meet your boldness with boundless possibility. You are a vessel of extraordinary energy, and your alignment with it is the key to unlocking your full potential. To step into this alignment, you must first embrace receptivity, allowing the world to flow to you and through you without resistance. Water, the most fluid and adaptive element, mirrors this state. Spend time with it, not as a passive observer, but as an active participant. Let the rhythm of its waves teach you how to let go, how to move with grace and resilience. Whether in a stream, a bath, or the pouring rain, feel its cleansing energy wash over you, stripping away stagnation and filling you with clarity and renewal. Flowing movements like dance are not merely physical, they are spiritual acts of surrender. Engage your body with the freedom of unplanned motion, releasing the constraints of thought and control. Let your limbs carry the current of your spirit, moving in ways that defy structure but resonate deeply with your soul. This practice anchors you in the present, reminding you that alignment is not rigid but fluid, adaptable to the ebbs and flows of life. Each step, each turn, becomes an expression of your willingness to receive the blessings already on their way to you. Receptivity is also about saying yes to the moments that arrive unbidden. There are times when opportunities will not announce themselves with grandeur, but will knock quietly, waiting for your attention. Your task is to welcome them without hesitation. A yes moment is not about blind acceptance, but about trusting the divine flow guiding you. These moments carry seeds of transformation, waiting to grow in the fertile ground of your openness. Be present enough to recognize them and courageous enough to embrace them. Spiritual awareness deepens as you cultivate the habit of assessing your energy and the spaces you occupy. Begin each day by grounding yourself, feeling the weight of your being balanced and rooted. As you move through the world, pay attention to the exchanges of energy in every interaction. Notice how your energy shifts in the presence of others, how it expands, how it contracts, and where it flows effortlessly. This awareness is your compass, guiding you towards spaces and people that align with your purpose and steering you away from those that drain or diminish your light. Opportunities often arrive disguised as the ordinary, hidden within unexpected encounters and fleeting moments. Pay attention. The stranger who speaks a word that resonates in your soul, the chance meeting that sparks a new idea, the silence that suddenly feels like an answer. These are not coincidences. They are divine intersections, carefully placed on your path to propel you forward. To recognize them, you must be attuned to the subtle language of the universe, listening not with your ears, but with your spirit. Cultivating this level of awareness requires practice. Make space for reflection, both in solitude and in the moments immediately following meaningful interactions. Ask yourself what you felt, what was revealed, and what, if anything, was asked of you. These questions sharpen your discernment, allowing you to identify the threads of divine alignment weaving through your life. It is not enough to encounter opportunities, you must also act on them. Alignment is not passive. It is a partnership between you and the divine, requiring your participation at every turn. Energy alignment is both a practice and a state of being. It demands that you be present, receptive, and attuned to the infinite possibilities surrounding you. The more you align, the more the world begins to reflect your intentions, opening doors you never knew existed. Flow with grace, engage with intention, and trust that every step you take is guided by forces far greater than you. Your alignment is not just for your benefit, it is for the transformation of all you touch, a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. The spaces you occupy are not random, they are intentional. You are called to infuse them with your light, shifting energies and elevating those around you. This is not a small task, nor one for the faint of heart, but it is yours, and you are more than capable. Your unique energy is a force, a catalyst for growth, both for yourself and for others. To withhold it is to deny the world of the transformation it so desperately needs. You were created to be a conduit of change, a living example of what alignment and purpose can achieve. Allow your presence to inspire. This is not about perfection or constant strength. It is about authenticity. When you open yourself to your divine purpose, when you allow your energy to flow unimpeded, you give others permission to do the same. Your vulnerability is as powerful as your strength, your openness as impactful as your resolve. Do not shy away from the spaces that challenge you, for they are the very places where your light is needed most. Share your story. Your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs are not just for you, they are for others who need to see what is possible. Let your voice be a testament to the power of divine alignment and purpose. By sharing, you become not only a source of light, but a guide, helping others recognize the force they carry within themselves. Your story has the power to inspire, to connect, and to create change that ripples outward in ways you may never fully comprehend. This is your time. Step into it boldly and unapologetically.